1964. Kenyatta was never elected.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't
run us back that time.
People don't recognize the fact that in 1964, Kenya was a parliamentary state. It was not a presidential system. And KANU, as a party, won the election and KADU lost. Kenya African Democratic Union lost. And because KANU won, the leader of KANU became prime minister. He was not elected. Kenyans elected KANU, not Kenyatta.
The party.
So once Kenyatta became prime minister in 1964, he decided to transform himself into a president without an election. There was no election in 1964. There was no general election. And there ought to have been. That was the birth of tyrannical and democratic governance in Kenya. Because whenever you're changing a constitution and bringing in a new order, you need to have either a referendum where universal suffrage prevails, or you have one man or one woman vote where people decide which direction they took. But this did not happen. So Kenyatta, people woke up one day and Kenyatta was president. Then he decided through choreography with Jaramogi and Tom Mboya to create a one-party state. They made KANU cross the floor in parliament and join KADU joined KANU. And they merged into one party called KANU. So Kenya became de facto one-party state. There was no opposition. That was the beginning of the problems. And it took us from that time up to 2002 to correct that situation. Once that situation was corrected, we should never have reverted back to where we were before. But we did. By the time Uhuru Kenyatta is exiling me with Raila Odinga, we were worse than 1964, 1966. Because even though Jomo Kenyatta detained Jaramogi, banned KPU, and detained his colleagues, he never exiled them. He never told them, Jaramogi, you went to school in Makerere, therefore you are a Ugandan. He didn't say that. So, but look at what Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga did. They said, I'm not a Kenyan. And they knew I was a Kenyan. I ran for elections in Kenya in 2017. I tried to vie in 2007. I was his advisor for 3 years. How in the world did I turn into something else? The passport they said was not mine. They issued to me. And I traveled all over the world with it. I went to China, I went to the US, I went to Canada, I went to many countries using the same passport they said was illegal. So how come these countries did not see this passport as not being legitimate? In anybody's mind, does Kenya have more sophisticated equipment than the United States of America to be able to detect what is fake?
So basically that was serving a purpose then.
They feared me. They feared me and the National Revolutionary Movement, the NRM. Okay. They feared it, right? But why would Raila fear movement he helped create and that he was a member of? Right? Raila is the one who declared to the country the formation of NRM and said the National Rainbow Coalition had transformed itself into NRM. He said it. But like he did with other things before, he ran away from it. Remember how 1982 did not come out to be successful? The same Raila Odinga, a coward, betrayed his comrades. The same way he betrayed me.
Betrayed his comrades?
They were hanged, he was not. Why? Have you ever wondered why Raila was not hanged and Ochuka was? Ochuka was simply a senior private in the army, in the Air Force, right? So who could have been the leader of that movement? A private in the army or Raila Odinga, the son of Jaramogi? Who had the money to fund the coup? Ochuka private was earning less than 10,000 shillings. could actually do a coup? Have you guys wondered? But he was hanged.
Wow.
Uriwahongo was hanged. Ogido Bon was hanged. Many others, junior officers were hanged. Raila Odinga survived. How? Ask yourself. How was Raila saved? What saved him? Because he betrayed his comrades, just like he betrayed me. I was going to be killed just like Musandu was killed, right? In 2018.
Yeah.
When they came at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, police don't arrest people at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, right? They could have come during daytime, correct? Or they could have waited until morning, right? They didn't. They could have knocked. They didn't. What did they do? An explosive. They bombed their way through.
It was not a tear gas canister.
How does a tear gas explode steel and break it into pieces and give you access to a house which is sealed off by,
So
good strong steel?